Resource allocation allows you to view a resource's workload in a graphical format. Beginning on the Resources tab, add the Availability column, then specify the appropriate values. For example, because Gail is only available for 4 hours per day on this project, we'll set her availability to 50%. On the Tasks list, click on this chart icon and the Resource Allocation window appears. Select any resource and his or her workload will appear here. Allocation is determined by the values in the Work column in the Task list and also takes into consideration the resource's availability. If no value is set in the Work column, the system will calculate based on the duration field. For example, if there is a 1-day duration, the system will assume that the resource's hours dedicated to that project on that day are fully allocated. For the most accurate assessment of allocation, use the Schedule by Work function on any assigned tasks. This task shows 8 hours in the Work column. When we select this task, click on the Advanced menu and choose Schedule by Work, the duration field is grayed out and changes to 16 hours because this resource is only available 50% of the time. If a second resource is added to the Assignments field, the duration changes. The second resource is available 100% of the time on this project, so the 8 hours of actual work shows as a shorter duration as a result. If you have 2 or more resources assigned to a task, you can designate the level of work on a specific task as well. In this example, we have 2 resources that have 100% availability on the project, and both are assigned to this task. Use parentheses to specify the appropriate percentage of responsibility to each resource. This will impact the allocation level for each. Understanding these principles and how the system calculates allocation will help you to follow best practices when it's critical that you know exactly how much time is allocated to each resource across all projects. The resource allocation chart is color-coded. Red indicates Gail is over-allocated, yellow means that she is under-allocated, and green means that she is properly allocated. Click on any bar in the chart and the corresponding task is highlighted above, making it easy for you to make adjustments. Since Gail is over-allocated on this day, you can reschedule the task using drag and drop on the Gantt chart. She is now properly allocated. To get a broad overview of resource allocation across multiple projects, go to the Home tab, then click on Allocation. This page displays all resources associated with the active projects. Please note that the system identifies these resources based on the email address listed on the resource page. This page will not display any resources that do not have an email address associated with them. Click on the plus symbol to expand a resources list. We can see Gail is participating in multiple projects, and on this particular day, she's over-allocated. We can assign one of these tasks to another resource or move the task in order to properly allocate Gail's schedule. Simply click on this task to open the relevant project and identify this task. We can remove Gail from this task and assign it to another resource. When we return to the allocation view, we see Gail is now appropriately allocated across all projects.